Welcome to NBC's Divisional Playoff Postgame. Here now, Mike Tirico.
The Kansas City Chiefs, the #1 seed off the bye, will appear again in the AFC Championship game. Remarkable half-decade run, 5 in a row. They hold off Jacksonville, who ends their season at 10-9. 27-20, our final score on this damp, dreary, cold night in Kansas City. There are the Mahomes numbers. Travis Kelce one shy out of NFL playoff record for receptions in a game, and Chad Henne with that big drive at the end of the game. Our players of the game, and Mahomes and Kelce are standing by with Melissa Stark.
All right, Mike, thanks. Patrick, I have to start with you because you couldn't scramble. You were limping all around. How did you manage to get through this game with that ankle?
Yeah, I mean, it's a credit to the guys around me. The offensive line kept me clean in the pocket, knowing that I couldn't move, and the guys made plays around me. And that's what a great team does, is when somebody gets a little banged up, everybody around them steps up.
I was watching you on the sidelines. You clearly did not want to come out of the game. You did not want to go in the locker room in the second quarter. What happened there?
Yeah, I did not want to go, and they kind of gave me the ultimatum of I wasn't going back in unless I went in there. So they're trying to take care of me. We got a lot of great people over here, but it's going to take a lot to keep me out of a football game.
Do you know exactly what the injury is? You said you took x-rays. They were negative.
Yeah, x-rays were negative. They haven't diagnosed anything yet, but I'll be good to go.
All right, I have to ask you, so when you see him get injured, what goes through your mind?
I mean, you don't want to go down the train and thinking the worst, but you automatically do. He's our fearless leader. We goes, he goes, and even when he had to step out, he was still on that sideline making sure we were good and making sure we were locked in, and that's why he's the ultimate competitor. Even when he's down, he's still not out.
And you had just an incredible night, a career-high 14 catches. You had 2 touchdowns. What was working for you?
I'll tell you what was working for me was everybody around me. We got the ultimate team right now. We're playing great ball on all 3 phases. I can't say enough about Chad Henne stepping up and doing his thing. This ball goes to Chad Henne right here. Anything's possible, baby.
Patrick's over here saying, yes, sir. What do you want to say about Chad Henne?
Yeah, Chad Henne, man, he's been in the building every single day. He's made me so much of a better quarterback in the way he teaches me, and just the most ready to go at all times quarterback, man. And it's a special type of guy, and he stepped up and drove 98 yards, touchdown, and which ended up being a difference in the game.
By the way, you don't have to give him your game ball because he already got one, just so you know. I want to talk about the chemistry between the two of you because you were telling us this week that you can just read his body language and you know what he's going to do. How special is your connection? I'll ask you both.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of reps. I actually missed him on one. He went out and I threw it inside, but we'll get back with that and get that route again. But he's one of the best, if not the best tight end of all time, man. Made my career so much better, and in the playoffs he gets even better, which is good for me.
What about your connection?
Come on now, you just said it right there. All I know is that we enjoy our time on the field as much as we enjoy our time off the field. And that always meshes well when you're talking about a team sport like football, baby.
5th straight AFC Championship game. Where are each of you going to watch tomorrow to see who you're going to play, Bengals and Bills?
I'm sure it'll be my house or his house. That's how it usually rolls. So we'll get the whole group together, watch it as a team, and then be ready to go whoever it is.
Awesome, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And taking care of that ankle along the way, right? So here's what it will look like as the Chiefs join the Patriots from 2011 through 2018 and the Raiders of the mid-70s in 5 consecutive conference championship games. Chiefs taking on the winner of Cincinnati-Buffalo next Sunday on CBS at 6:30 Eastern Time. And the Kelce family will focus attention to Philadelphia now, where Jason, the all-pro center, will lead the Eagles offense against the Giants coming up on Fox in a little bit. Dallas, San Francisco to finish it out on the NFC side tomorrow. That's a Fox game. Then you see the windows on Fox and CBS for the conference championship games. Next weekend, hit the road with Poker Face, new series starring Natasha Lyonne from the writer-director of Knives Out, streaming January 26th. Plus, catch reality TV A-listers in the new competition series, The Traitors. And don't miss WWE superstars competing. Royal Rumble as the road to WrestleMania begins. All of that on Peacock. We've got more, but between now and the top of the hour, Sims, Maria, Coach Dungy, Coach Garrett, we'll see you there. We're coming to you. Sims is nice and warm, I'm sure. They'll have their thoughts on the game, what they took in this Kansas City 27-20 win, eliminating Jacksonville and moving on to the AFC title game.
So game 1 of the divisional round is done. The Kansas City Chiefs, they move on. And if the Bills should win tomorrow, guess what? It'll be a neutral site game in Atlanta, should it be the Bengals. The AFC Championship will be back at Arrowhead for the 5th straight season, where that guy, Patrick Mahomes, even though he was hurt, he had an X-ray. He told Melissa Stark that it was negative, and now he is 5-0 in divisional games, which is obviously impressive, but adversity struck here as he had to go out in the second quarter. Let's just talk about the way that he was able to gut the game out, Coach Dungy.
Well, he was unbelievable. We said in the pregame that in the first game, he hurt them scrambling against the four-man rush. So they said, we're not going to do that. We're going to bring extra people. We're going to clog it up. And he still moved around and just made some unbelievable throws in the first part of the game, Jace.
Coach, early on in this game, he was incredible. Kept completing balls from such unorthodox positions, avoiding the rush, making some amazing throws early on in this ball game.
Right. And then it became, we just got to be gritty and tough. And you know what? Superstar players, Jason Garrett made this point back in the truck. They don't get enough credit because we go, oh, they're so gifted, they just make it happen.
And we all knew he was coming back in.
Right? We were all going, that guy is coming back. He loves football. He wants to be out here. And what a performance by him coming out here and leading.
How about picking up this third down on 1 foot?
A 1 foot and awareness to keep his bad ankle out of the way from getting a little banged up, but clearly not himself.
Yeah, so when you're evaluating Mahomes, what's the #1 trait? Everyone says, oh, the arm is incredible.
Right.
Hey, how about the vision, the instincts? Hey, line one with this guy is competitor.
How about toughness?
And we saw it today.
Jim Rat.
We saw the jump passes he had to take off of 1 foot. He still finishes the game 22 for 30 for 195 and 2 touchdowns. And when he needed the big play, look at him. He was able to make it.
That's just
it's ridiculous.
What can you say? I want to be out there. I'm going to help us win the game.
We all said it. We're watching in the truck, and Maria, you made a reference. This is like Jordan, you know?
The flu game.
Jordan when he's got the flu, and these kind of rare, special guys, it's what's inside of them that makes the difference.
Like, big-time win, championship drive, the 98-yard drive. That's what championship teams do right there. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, they got just everything you need as a team to where you could see them being alive here in the Super Bowl.
And they absolutely needed Chad Henne. I mean, you heard Travis Kelce. Henne thinks possible. He comes right in with the 98-yard drive and gets a score while the starting quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, is on the side.
As a coach, you appreciate that backup quarterback who's ready to go when his number's called. They're back at the 2-yard line, and they just ran their offense.
Hey, Coach, you have no idea if you're a backup quarterback and the starter goes down, and now you got to go in with this crowd, with this environment. Chad Henne didn't blink. What I loved after the ball game when those guys used the word team. Yes. Team again. Pacheco was a part of it. Henne was a part of it. Every one of these guys, teams wins championships. They showed they can do that today.
I agree with you. The big thing that jumped off to me when Melissa Stark did the interview with them is the camaraderie they have tomorrow, right? They're going to watch the game as a team, and they're going to sit there and root for one of them, but it's a special group. It really is. And they've been carrying, Mahomes has been carrying them for a while. It was good to see them carry him a little.
Yeah, Isaiah
Absolutely.
Pacheco, 12 carries, 95 yards. Travis Kelce, another critical player who obviously is going to step up when his main man goes down, and that's exactly what he did, Jack Collinsworth and Rodney Harrison.
Maria, it is exactly what he's done. It's what he's always done. And how about Travis Kelce, man? He knew his quarterbacks was hurting. In the biggest moments, you know exactly who they're going to go to. Why is it that nobody can still stop him?
This is our fourth game covering the Kansas City Chiefs, and I say it every single time. You cannot play zone coverage against Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. It's too easy, especially if you're not getting pressure on the quarterback. You got to get him off the line. You got to hit him. You got to reroute him. Double team him in the red zone. He's not getting paid all that money to block. So when he blocks, it's a lie. Make sure you keep your eyes on him, and obviously the pick routes. Just so disappointing time and time again. You see these defensive coordinators. What the heck are they watching? Are they watching tape? What are they doing with their time?
And Ronnie, how about this offensive line of the Chiefs? You know Mahomes can't move around like he normally does to create that second throwing point. But even when he couldn't move, they were still keeping him
That's
clean.
a great question. And the thing about it is we always talk about the Philadelphia Eagles having a great offensive line. We talk about the Detroit Lions, but we rarely talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, and they enable Patrick Mahomes to be able to run around and make these magical plays. It's truly incredible. The toughness that he was able to display. Are you kidding me? Have you ever had a sprained ankle to have to run around and throw and have 300-pound guys come at you? It was just unbelievable what he was able to do.
And when Jacksonville, they had cut that to a 3-point game. Ball goes back into the hands of Patrick Mahomes. What did he do? Championship-style drive, taking him right down the field. Let's go back over to Maria Taylor.
Well, when you head to your 5th consecutive AFC matchup, you're probably going to have a celebration inside the locker room. Let's take a listen to Andy Reid getting his team fired up post-game.
Defense, heck of a job. Way to shut it down. Big old line. Nice job. Receivers, huh? Receivers. Good. All right, let's get one Chief here, baby. How about those Chiefs?
Hey, great team win today, everybody. Coach said everybody had a part in this. Get off your feet these next few days. Come ready to go next week. Chiefs on 3, 1, 2, 3.
No true words ever said. Everybody had a part in that. Now remember, if they play the Bills, should they advance, it'll be a neutral site in Atlanta, or they could host the Bengals here. If you are the Chiefs, who are you rooting for tomorrow to win?
If they're going to be honest, they're going to say, we want Cincinnati to win. They want to be here in front of these fans, and they want to play Cincinnati, who's beaten them 3 times.
Exactly right. Cincinnati's been their kryptonite, so I think as competitors, they want Cincinnati at their place.
I would agree. I think it's become personal. Burrow's beaten Mahomes 3 times.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that. And also, the Bengals are not at full strength with their offensive line, where I think Chris Jones could have a field day.
Yeah, 3 of their starting offensive linemen are out for the Bengals. But when we talk about the Buffalo Bills, we've seen some amazing matchups in the AFC Championship game. Honestly, I would kind of like to see another one of those.
You're from Atlanta. You want them to play in Atlanta.
I just want to go down the road and go see the game. But what would you see in that matchup, them going against each other again?
Well, again, I think we'd see the quarterback play that you know, we're all expecting these 2 quarterbacks. But Cincinnati's got Joe Burrow. You'd see quarterback play there, too.
It's an amazing matchup, either one. KC, Buffalo. Buffalo's got this purpose that they're playing with the Hamlin stories as good as anything. They came together as a team. Either of those are incredible matchup for the NFL and anybody who loves ball.
Yeah, incredible to look ahead, but also a great game by the Jacksonville Jaguars and a great season as they return to the playoffs for the first time since 2017. We send it back up to the booth. Mike Tirico, take it over.
All right, Maria, Tony, Chris, Jason, thank you. Super Bowl champs, Super Bowl 4 and Super Bowl 54. We're coming into this week thinking of Len Dawson, who passed in August, and Lenny Dawson, the great Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, Hall of Famer. He started the first franchise playoff victory, won the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 4, and this is the first time the Chiefs have had a playoff game without Len Dawson being with us. He passed in August. Can they make it 2 Super Bowl titles in 3 years? That would take this team to another level.
Yeah, and I think this team has gone to another level. You know, when you talk about losing a player like Tyreek Hill, and you saw the kind of year that he had in Miami, and yet they basically changed their style of offense. Now they're a little bit more ball control. And how many times do we come in and we talk about the same 2 guys, right? Patrick Mahomes, and we talk about Chris Jones on defense. Well, tonight, neither one of those guys had dominant performances for various reasons, and yet it was all the other players that really made it happen. And when you get that kind of team going and headed towards the Super Bowl, you have a real chance.
Try to get to a 3rd Super Bowl in 4 years and win a 2nd in 4 years would take us to another level of appreciation of a 5-year dominant run that includes another conference championship. You mentioned it's not just the stars, it's the team. That's our team. It is our entire team that has brought you Sunday Night Football from the kickoff game all the way through. We can't say thank you enough to this great team.
Absolutely brilliant. They all work so hard. They all treat every game like it's a Super Bowl, and they are just the best.
And our team up here, Andy Freeland, Jake Abrahams, Kenny Hurt, who works on the stats as well, not with us here on site. Mark Amento, Mike Black, who worked with us as well. Everybody who takes care of us here in the booth. It's a fun year, and it has been a blast, pal. Thanks so much.
It has been a blast.
Fun season, fun season. We'll see you on the golf course here in a little bit.
Deal.
Thanks to Rob Hyland, our producer, Drew Esikoff, our director. And from Kansas City, we say thank you to all the folks who work on NBC's NFL. Got it all tonight on Sunday Night Football. Harry Underwood storylines, stars. Season 17 of Sunday Night Football on NBC. On the move, Mahomes stops, spins, flips it forward for the touchdown to Edwards-Helaire.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. He has brought his A game out here tonight.
For just the 3rd time in their franchise history, the Eagles are 5-0 to start the season.
For a fast football team.
I could push the ball down the field.
Oh, some of those. For
I
sure.
believe you could too, Coach. Absolutely.
Nick Moore snaps it. Jordan Stout holds it. Justin Tucker wins it for Baltimore.
The missed kicks in pregame, 6 out of 19, not an issue.
Well, it's a good thing they don't keep stats for pregame warm-ups.
3rd and 9. Mahomes gets out. Mahomes on the run. At the 10, at the 5, to the goal line. In for the the man with the golden arm did it with his legs.
Josh Allen, have a great year. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you.
Oh, for NBC Sports, Bills Camp, this is Peter King. All the best to you.
You still got it?
First and goal. Here is Kelsey with some blockers on the outside. Bounced it to the outside and strolls into the end zone. Underneath Kelsey. He's got it on the run. Kelsey first down and more. Kelsey touchdown. He's done it again. Coming across to the left. On the run, Kelsey. Kelsey touchdown. The hat trick.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
I never thought I'd say this in my life.
But
Fly, Eagles, fly.
This is a double cheek push here. Now, when he goes off that way, sometimes you only get a single cheek.
You've literally been the center of player safety and concussion protocol.
When I hear guys saying this is the tool rule, I don't want to be known as that.
CTE takes you to a dark place, and I want these players to know it's not worth it.
Switch Zeke over. He's got it. And he's got it. Elliott, touchdown. Oh, are they going over to the kettle? Kettle time. A run up the middle. He fights for the first down, but he lost the ball. Gilman kicked it out. It's still free. Tyreek's got to look out. Tyreek Hill might go. Tyreek Hill was right on the spot, and he's gone for a touchdown. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Tyreek.
It was 1 week ago tonight that everybody on Sunday Night Football had to make a prediction, and it was the Dolphins and the Chargers, and it seems like there was consensus, and we all know how that one ended up.
From the 10, second and 18. Thibodeau got there, got the ball out, scooped it and scored. Touchdown, Giants. Kayvon Thibodeau. Steelers must win to stay alive. Pickett, flush, pressure, throws on the run, caught by Harris for a touchdown! Oh, what a play! And the Steelers take the lead!
4 turnovers last week. You absolutely stunk. Kind of remind me, I'm just saying, it remind me of the days that I used to pick you off.
I love what Naheem said. You know, the wings of DeMar Hamlin on their back lifted them throughout.
First of all, I got to point out this little kid and how crazy he is. What is wrong with him? He has no shirt. I'm going to tell you who I'm going to pick.
Third and 10. Here's a blitz. Can Rodgers beat it? Big ball downfield, and it is intercepted by Kirby Joseph. And the Packers are in major trouble. Third and goal coming up. Puts it right around Huntley. He reaches. Oh, that ball's out. That's live. Back the other way. Sam Hubbard, the Cincinnati Kid. Hubbard's got a convoy. Chased by Andrews. At the 30, the 20. He will score.
NBC Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.